He wears plain t-shirts, drinks $2 coffee, walks his dog in silence. But this man? He's worth over $14 million. Welcome to the world of stealth wealth, where the truly rich look completely normal. This kind of person is what people now call a quiet millionaire. They live below their means, on purpose. No status games, just freedom. And this is becoming more common, especially in 2025. With prices rising, job markets changing, and the world feeling less certain, many rich people are choosing to live frugally. They don't want attention. They want peace, privacy, and freedom. In this video, we'll look at the smart and surprising ways wealthy people are living below their means. Why are they doing it? What can we learn from them? In a world obsessed with showing off, these people mastered the art of stealth wealth, and their habits are quietly going viral in 2025. Let's find out how the quiet millionaires are winning quietly. Many people think rich people always live big, huge houses, fancy clothes, luxury cars. But the truth is, that's not always the case. In 1996, a famous book called The Millionaire Next Door shocked the world. The authors studied hundreds of real millionaires and found something surprising. Most of them didn't live flashy lives. They lived in normal neighborhoods, drove old cars, and watched every dollar they spent. These were the people who built their wealth slowly and quietly. They didn't try to impress anyone. Instead, they focused on saving, investing, and staying out of debt. Today, this idea is growing again, but with a modern twist. Now we see young tech founders, crypto millionaires, and online business owners doing the same thing. They dress simple, rent small apartments, and avoid showing off online. Even in a world full of Instagram posts and TikTok trends, many rich people are choosing a quieter path. Living frugal isn't new, but in 2025, it's becoming a powerful trend again. They're not being cheap, they're being smart. And often, the richest people are the ones you'd never guess. Number 1. Why the rich are choosing frugality in 2025. Today, more rich people are living simple lives. But why? Shouldn't they be spending more, not less? One big reason is the economy. After the pandemic, inflation made prices go up. Food, gas, homes, everything costs more. Even wealthy people started thinking twice about how they spend. Saving money now feels safer than spending it. Also, many rich people today made their money rather than inheriting it. They remember what it was like to have little. They respect money. They don't want to waste it. There's also a growing trend called stealth wealth, being rich without showing it. On TikTok, you'll see hashtags like #QuietLuxury or #OldMoney. These trends are about being classy and private, not loud and flashy. Privacy is another big reason. Showing off wealth online can bring danger, like scams, theft, or jealousy. Quiet millionaires prefer to stay low-key. To them, peace of mind is worth more than attention. Psychologists also say rich people often become more careful with money over time. Once they reach their goals, they start thinking more about keeping their wealth, not spending it. So today's rich aren't trying to prove anything. They've already won. Now they're playing a different game: freedom, time, and less stress. Living frugal isn't about being cheap. It's about making smart choices. And that's what more millionaires are doing now, living simply but powerfully. But how exactly are they living this way? You'll be surprised by what they don't spend money on. Not all millionaires live in mansions or drive sports cars. In fact, many live like regular people, and they like it that way. Let's meet 3 real examples of quiet millionaires living frugal lives. Lena, 34 years old, tech business owner, net worth $8.2 million. Lena sold her startup and became a millionaire before turning 35. But she still drives a used Prius and rents a small apartment. Lena skips luxury, not because she can't afford it, but because it wastes her most valuable asset, time. Her goal is clear: every dollar I save gives me more time to live life on my terms. Daryl, 62 years old, real estate investor, net worth $15 million. Daryl owns several apartment buildings, but you'd never know it. He shops at Costco, wears simple clothes, and does his own yard work. He uses an old Excel sheet to track every expense. Spending money isn't fun for me, he says. Building wealth is. He believes that living simply gives him control, not just over money, but over his whole life. Number 2, unique frugal habits the public never notices. Quiet millionaires have habits that help them save money, but most people don't see them. These habits are smart, quiet, and different from what you might expect. These stealth wealth habits are like money hacks hiding in plain sight. Here's what rich people do that most never notice. 1. They use money tools. Many rich people use apps like You Need a Budget, Monarch Money, or Copilot to track every dollar. These apps help them know exactly where their money goes, so they can control it. 2. They lease cars for business use. Instead of buying luxury cars, some lease them under a company name. This way, they save on taxes and don't lose money on car value. The cars still look nice, but it's a smart money move, not just style. 3. They buy secondhand, even luxury. Some millionaires buy designer clothes or tech secondhand from websites like The RealReal or Back Market. The items look brand new, but cost way less. It's not about being cheap, it's about being smart. 4. They keep their homes small. Many choose homes under 2,000 square feet. That means less cleaning, lower bills, and fewer repairs. It also gives them more time and peace, not just savings. 5. They avoid upgrades. If their phone, TV, or laptop still works, they keep it. They don't chase the newest model every year. They believe in using things until they truly need replacing. 6. They value time over looks. Instead of spending money to impress others, they pay for things that save time, like grocery delivery or simple meal kits. 3. The hidden risks of showing off wealth in 2025. In the past, people loved to show off their money, luxury trips on social media. But today, this is becoming risky. Posting wealth online can attract the wrong kind of attention. Some people have been robbed, scammed, or even followed just because they showed off expensive things. Cybercrime is also rising. Hackers now track people's online lives to find targets. Even famous influencers have been burglarized after posting their location or shopping habits online. That's why many millionaires today keep a low profile. They don't post their homes or expensive items. They don't talk about how much they earn. It's not fear, it's smart protection. Privacy is now the new luxury, says one quiet millionaire. Being rich is no longer about being loud. It's about being safe, smart, and in control without putting a target on your back. 4. Living rich by living small. Many people think being rich means having more stuff, bigger houses, and expensive things. But quiet millionaires often choose the opposite. They live small on purpose. Why? Because living small gives them something more important than money: freedom. When your home is smaller, your bills are lower. You don't need to clean as much. You don't need to buy as much. There's less stress and more time to enjoy life. Many wealthy people say that's worth more than luxury. According to Charles Schwab's 2024 Modern Wealth Report, nearly 3 in 4 self-made millionaires say living small was key to their financial independence. Some use their money to travel, spend time with family, or start passion projects. They don't need a giant house to feel successful. In fact, a recent report from Frugality found that over 65% of millionaires live in homes worth less than $500,000. Also, about 75% drive non-luxury cars. Not because they can't afford better, but because they don't feel the need to impress anyone. For them, being rich means choosing what matters most, not spending the most. 5. How you can adopt the quiet millionaire habits today. You don't need to be a millionaire to live like one. In fact, many quiet millionaires became rich because they built smart habits early and stuck with them. You can do the same. Here are some simple habits you can start today. 1. Live below your means. If you earn more, don't spend more. Quiet millionaires avoid lifestyle creep. They stay simple even when they could afford more. 2. Invest first, spend later. They save and invest before they spend on anything else. Even $100 a month can grow over time. They let money work for them. 3. Buy quality, not flash. They don't chase the newest trends. They buy things that last, even if they're simple or secondhand. 4. Stay humble. Don't worry about impressing others. Focus on your goals. Being underestimated is a secret advantage. 5. Value time over stuff. Quiet millionaires pay for things that save time or reduce stress, like a cleaner home, a shorter commute, or healthy meals. 6. Think long-term. They don't just think about today. They ask, will this help me in 5 years? That's how they grow their wealth slowly and safely. Quiet millionaires don't show off. They don't need to. They've already won their game, not with loud spending, but with smart choices. They live in peace, enjoy freedom, and stay in control of their time and money. Most people would never guess they're rich, and that's exactly how they like it. In today's world, real wealth is not about showing it. It's about living well, staying safe, and having options. If you want peace over pressure, freedom over flexing, start today. Adopt the habits of stealth wealth, and you might become the next quiet millionaire without anyone knowing. Want to learn how real people are building quiet